Curry. Sailors take on the 6 and 4 Bulls. Of course, Stephen Curry. The Bulls won the Curry sweepstakes. He is inactive tonight. Sailors, Jamal Murray, Bradley Beal, Norman Powell, Paul George, and Harry Giles. Is Giles over to Bradley Beal? Beal over to George. George guarded by Bobby Portis over to Norman Powell. Powell with the mid-ranger danger. Kyle Lawson guarded by absolutely no one for Bradley. He finds George. George finds an open Bradley. Up 9-11 as Darren Fox with the ball. We find Malik Beasley. Beasley back to a wide open De'Aaron Fox. Teamwork with a capital T. De'Aaron Fox over to Malik Beasley. Beasley left the shot, no good, but De'Aaron Fox, more teamwork. 10-11, Baltimore on top. Is that Jamal Crawford? Jamal Crawford on the Bulls. Oh man, Jamal getting rejected like a fake ID as Donald Trump deporting him to Mexico. Or should I say Paul George deporting him to Mexico? That was Jordan Crawford, not Jamal Crawford, but I mean, I guess Jordan's an illegal immigrant. I don't want to make fun of it. I don't want anyone to be offended. As Paul George for 1-point game as Fox finds Beasley. Beasley over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson stolen by Noah. There goes Jimmy Butler. No one's going to catch up to him if the Bulls take the lead. Paul George. George over to Giles. Giles over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson pump fake. What's he doing? Jared Dudley. He's slower than old Carr, but he rejects Johnson as Crawford over to Jared Dudley. Dudley over to Jimmy Butler. Butler over to Taj Gibson. Taj guarded by Paul George. Taj back to Jimmy Butler. Butler. An 8-0 run is George over to Harry Giles. Giles with the mid-ranger, but it's rejected by Noah. Picked up by Johnson, even though Noah's the last one he touched, I believe. And Stanley Johnson with the 3. 4.9 seconds left. And Adebayo looking for the Aaron Fox. What a shot! Did he go down though? He did. What a shot! It did not go down. Oh, that's a shame. Only for checking. Oh my gosh, that was close. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's take a look here. Replay the review. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Yeah, it's definitely off in time. It's definitely off in time. As what a shot by De'Aaron Fox. Are we gonna count it? It better count it. That one in. That was clear too. Like, it wasn't close. It was clear. It was out of his hands and in the air as the buzzer rang. And we're just staring at the Aaron Fox of this play. And it's overturned, and the Sailors lead 22-21 as, there we go. As Jordan Crawford, guarded by Bradley Beal. Beal stolen, but Jordan Crawford picks it up. Jordan Crawford finds a wide open Ty Lawson. More like, try me, bro. 9:31, Murray. Over to Thomas Bryant, over to Norman Powell, saying, I'm going to shoot the tray, and you have a nice day. Jordan Crawford, guarded by Johnson, finds a wide open Jared Dudley, and it's in and out, but Taj Gibson gets Chicago the lead. 37 with a minute and a half left until halftime as De'Aaron Fox over to Thomas Bryant. Bryant over to Henry Ellington, who's been pretty quiet today. And right when I say that, Henry Ellington with ball. Jimmy Butler over to Josh Gibson. Gibson finds Jordan Crawford. Crawford for the lead. Time your score, Bulls 42, Baltimore Sailors 42. It's been a very exciting game. Yes, let's get straight into the second half. So also start the third quarter. Tyler Lawson over to Jimmy Butler. Butler guarded by Beal. Butler finds an open Ty Lawson. Teamwork with a capital T. George has been quiet in the first half. He finds Beal. Beal over to Harry Giles. He's been quiet as well. He finds George. Teamwork with a capital T and poster with a capital P. PG. Over to Bradley Beal. Dealing over to Norman Powell. 48 and Sailors 47 as Jimmy Butler with the steal. He's going to find an open Ty Lawson. Not quite Jamal Murray. Over to Bradley Beal. Nail it! Lawson over to Jimmy Butler. Ooh! Bradley Beal just flopped. Jimmy Butler dealing and Beal, and it's dealing before Bealing. And it's not saying like favorites or anything. As Norman Powell, that's it. Over to a friend of mine named Edris Adebayo, but we like to call him BAM! That's Muhammad. What's he gonna do with it? He's gonna pass it to Boban. Boban finds Chris. Wheeling and dealing it to Bradley Beal. Mr. Bradley Beal. Over to Marcus Chris. Chris over to Bradley Beal. Beal back to Chris to Jamal Murray. Goes to Edris Adebayo, but I mean he's known as BAM! Point game as the Steelers are on a bit of a run, but Ty Lawson says I don't like runs, I just like shooting. Game as Ty Lawson. Guarded by Jamal Murray. Finds Shabazz Muhammad. Guarded by Boban. And Muhammad ties it up. An 8-point run is Ty Lawson over to Shabazz Muhammad for the lead. Not quite. Bam Adebayo for rebound. Adebayo dealing and bealing it to Bradley Beal. And Beal back to Adebayo. Adebayo for the lead. Nailed it. 1-point game as De'Aaron Fox finds Mr. Bam Adebayo. He finds Malik Field. The Beasley. Mr. De'Aaron Fox. Great goal, man. Ty Lawson's ankles. He didn't break him, but he definitely got by. And of course, he missed the shot. Oh, he missed the shot. He missed the shot. And that's Ty Lawson. His time expires in the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox figures he might as well just play lockdown defense. So Ty Lawson doesn't make the last second. What's Ty Lawson doing? He passes to Jimmy Butler. Butler at the buzzer, no good. Point game as the Baltimore Sailors are winning as De'Aaron Fox over to Norman Powell. Powell over to Mr. Paul George. He was wide open, but Powell passed a little too late. Back to Powell. He could have shot a wide open shot as well. Giles finds George, and he shoots the wide open shot. Point game as De'Aaron Fox 1 for 4. Stay from behind the arc, but Jared Dudley, he just made as many threes as Fox has. Powell's been pretty quiet today. He finds an open rack area, rack attack. George as Paul George. Beal finds Paul George. Heavy defense from Gibson. As Jamal Murray, who's been pretty quiet today, finds Norman Powell in the corner. Miles is going to pass it to Bobby Portis, I guess. And Jimmy Butler, no one near the two-handed jam. The game is Paul George over to Giles. Back to George. Over to Bradley Beal, and dealing. Their 10-point game, it's Ty Lawson finds Harry Giles. Giles finds Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray left wide open. All great, all day, all night. Every day of the week, baby. 12-point game, as Bobby Portis. Guarded by Paul George, and it's stolen by George, picked up by Giles. George finds Jamal Murray. And he misses. We'll have a chance with about 2 minutes left. As Norman Powell put the dagger with the slagger. Game was about 1:45 left as Ty Lawson finds Gasol. Are on a run. Beal finds Harry Giles. Guarded by Gasol. Giles, yes! Game. As Muhammad, guarded by Powell. Muhammad stolen by Powell. Powell over to Jamal Murray. Murray for free. He gets down and he makes it. This game is out of reach for Chicago officially after the 4-point play by Murray. As Pau Gasol, what a shot! Shooting a 3, baby. He's gonna do it. three! And he didn't make it. 40 seconds left, and the Sailors have won the first game of last year's Eastern Conference Finals rematch. Of course, the Bulls beat them in, I believe, 6 games. And the Sailors improved to 10-3. The Bulls dropped to 6-5. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Baltimore Sailors My League. If you did, smash that like button. Storm and Norman and Mr. Bradley Beal, Beal and Dylan absolutely killed it today. Harry Giles definitely got better in the fourth quarter. And Paul George was pretty quiet the whole game almost. As let's take a look at player of the game. I'm going to give it to Bradley Beal, but if Norman Powell wins, that will be deserving too. Yeah, Norman Powell.